Anyways, back to the story. So not only... Anyways, back to the story. So not only was I stealing for dope money, but I was heartbroken, and 6 months after that breakup, being this point in time, I started hanging out with a... I started hanging out... I started hanging out with a girl who was also a fucking junkie. And for all you out there who've never been a junkie, when junkies date junkies, it ends... When junkies date other junkies, nothing fucking good will ever come of it. And now you're caught up to the current situation. I wasn't just stealing for dope money. I had shit I could pawn if I wanted just dope money. The main reason I was stealing was because I wanted someone to make my heart beat. To make my heart beat in my chest again. Anyways, I went car hopping. I walked into a couple houses that left their sliders open in the rich part of the city. And 2 days later, and 3 days, and then fast forward 3 days, I've got 11 felonies and a $220,000 bond. This was 2 weeks after my birthday, and I got out on my next birthday. Totally the fucking best birthday present, by the way. Getting out of jail on your 21st birthday? Bet. Yeah. Calm down. I can hear you. Daddy Cadaver, what does this have to do with anything? I'm just catching guys up to speed. So I did almost... So... So basically, my entire year of being 20 was spent in a fucking county jail. Not knowing until the day I got out when I was getting out. But you know what? That year was the second best. That year was the second worst year of my life. But that year was also the second most that. But that year was also the second most that. But that year was also the second. But that second. But that year was also the second most influential in a positive way year that I've ever been through. I learned a lot that I didn't know. I learned a lot that I didn't know. I learned about people. I learned a lot about. I learned about people. I learned a lot about law. And how entirely fucked our country's judicial system is. We don't even need to go into the state side of it. Anyways, when I got out, I was released on house arrest for a year. And after 2 months, I met my ex-wife. Still wife? Almost ex-wife? Still wife, but separate? All the paperwork is filed. We're just waiting for it to be finalized. She's my ex. We'll just say that. She's the mother of my children. We'll just fucking go with that. And right before I met her, one of my friends showed me Johnny Hobo in the freight trains. And it was just kismet, man. After that year and everything I learned and experienced, because of the fucked up because of the ego-driven, power-hungry fucking pigs. And spending a life being around nothing but people that have made me feel like I'm not welcome. Fuck, man. All I wanted was to run away. Just me, a backpack. Just me, a backpack, and fate. Here's the catch, though. I did not do that because of a girl. That girl had the sweetest 6-month-old baby I've ever met in my life. And his father had never been in the picture. That's my son, Dante. That's my son, Dante. I felt so hard for that damn kid, dude. He was so fucking rad. That kid is just so freaking rad, dude. And in that moment, I knew I had. And in that moment, I knew I had to choose between two. And in that moment, I knew I had to choose between the top two things my heart wanted more than anything: a family, a father-son relationship, like I didn't get. Or or I could finally become genuinely fucking free. I seriously thought about this for a while. But god damn it, every time I saw that kid, I fell harder and harder for him. And the only thing I could think is that, what if I possibly had the chance to make sure that kid avoided